Imagine this. You are sitting across from a woman you've been seeing for a few weeks. Things seem to be going well, but then she says something that makes your gut tighten. You brush it off, thinking, maybe I am overreacting. But let me ask you, how often have you ignored that gut feeling, only to regret it later? Why do so many men dismiss the obvious warning signs? Is it optimism? Fear of being alone? Or perhaps that nagging belief that you can fix her? Whatever the reason, one thing is clear. Ignoring red flags can cost you your happiness, self-respect, and even your sanity. Let's dive into the 5 dangerous phrases women say that you should never ignore. These aren't just throwaway comments, they're bold declarations that scream, "This isn't the right person for you." So if you are ready to protect your peace, buckle up. This isn't just advice. It's about guarding your dignity and your future. **1. I am not sure if I even like you. Let's set the stage. You are on a date. Things seem to be going okay. And then boom, she says, "I am not sure if I even like you." You laugh nervously, maybe crack a joke, but deep down, you are rattled. Sound familiar? Well, here is the hard truth. This isn't harmless banter. It's a glaring red flag, and it's time to take it seriously. A healthy relationship thrives on clarity, respect, and mutual interest. When someone openly questions their feelings about you, they're revealing a lot more than you might think. Women who say this typically fall into one of 3 categories. 1. They're emotionally unavailable and can't commit. 2. They're stringing you along while keeping their options open. 3. Or they're simply not that into you but don't have the guts to be upfront. Now imagine this. You are sitting across from her at dinner. Instead of enjoying the moment, her comment sends you spiraling. You start overanalyzing, questioning your value, and worst of all, trying harder to win her over. Stop right there. A high-value man doesn't waste time chasing someone who's unsure about him. If she's uncertain, let her be uncertain without you. Walk away. Respect yourself enough to demand clarity and interest from the people you invest your time in. Remember, the right person will never leave you doubting your worth. If she's on the fence, don't sit there hoping she'll pick you. Stand up, leave the table, and let her realize what she lost. **2. You are too good for me. At first, hearing, "You are too good for me," might feel flattering, even sweet. But take a closer look, it's not the compliment it seems to be. What she's really saying is, "I am not willing to rise to your level." And that's not on you. It's an admission of emotional unavailability, wrapped in a bow of self-deprecation. Here is the thing. Relationships require effort, mutual respect, and a willingness to grow together. When she says, "You are too good for me," it's often her way of admitting she's not ready or willing to put in the work. What happens next? She sets the stage for an unbalanced dynamic, where you are constantly reassuring her or lowering your standards just to meet hers. Now let's flip the roles for a moment. Imagine you are dating someone and you say, "You are too good for me." What would that mean? Probably that you are already emotionally checking out or feeling incapable of matching their energy. The same applies here. A confident, high-value man doesn't waste time convincing someone of his worth. He recognizes when someone isn't emotionally invested and chooses to walk away. If she's already framing herself as not good enough, don't take it as a challenge to prove her wrong. Take it as a cue to leave. The right partner will never need convincing. She'll meet you at your level, match your effort, and see your value without hesitation. **3. My ex was better at that. Few things sting quite like being compared to someone's ex. When she says, "My ex was better at that," it's not just a casual comment, it's a direct hit to your confidence. Let's call it what it is. A sign that she's still emotionally entangled with her past and projecting those unresolved feelings onto you. Think about it. How would she react if you said, "My ex used to dress better," or "My ex was more fun"? She wouldn't be thrilled, right? Comments like these don't just bruise egos. They erode the foundation of respect in a relationship and sow seeds of resentment. A woman who truly values you wouldn't hold you to the standard of someone she's supposed to have moved on from. Relationships thrive on building something new together, not living in the shadow of someone else's history. So what's the takeaway here? If she's still hung up on her ex, that's not your problem to solve. You deserve someone who's focused on the present and excited about building a future with you. Don't let anyone make you feel like a placeholder or a comparison point. If she can't let go of the past, let her stay there while you move forward with someone who values you for who you are, not who you are not. You are worth more than being a second act in someone else's story. ****4. You need to prove yourself to me. Let's get one thing straight. Relationships are not auditions, and you are not a contestant. When a woman says, "You need to prove yourself to me," it's a classic power play, a subtle, yet toxic, attempt to establish control. And if you buy into it, you are handing her the reins to dictate your value. A healthy relationship isn't about one person jumping through hoops to meet the other's arbitrary standards. It's about mutual respect, shared effort, and seeing each other as equals. When someone demands that you prove yourself, they're not asking for love or connection. They're setting up tests and hoops for you to jump through, all to see if you'll comply. Now imagine flipping the roles. If you told her, "You need to prove yourself to me," how do you think she'd react? Likely with offense, and rightly so. That's because relationships shouldn't be built on power imbalances or ultimatums. Here is the truth. A confident, high-value man doesn't waste time proving himself to someone who doesn't appreciate him as he is. You don't need to earn someone's love or approval. If she's playing games or testing your worth, it's time to walk away. The right partner will never make you feel like you are on trial. They'll recognize your value from the start and meet you halfway to build something meaningful. Don't settle for less. You deserve someone who sees you, respects you, and values you without conditions. ***5. If you loved me, you would. Let's not sugarcoat it. This phrase is emotional manipulation, plain and simple. When she says, "If you loved me, you would," she's not appealing to your love, she's weaponizing it. It's a guilt trip designed to make you bend to her will, and that's not what love is about. True love is built on freedom, respect, and choice and no coercion. When someone tries to manipulate you into doing something by questioning your feelings, they're crossing a line. It's a power move that shows a lack of respect for your boundaries, your values, and ultimately, your autonomy. Now, take a step back and think about it. Real love doesn't come with strings attached. A woman who genuinely cares for you would never need to guilt or pressure you into proving your love. Instead, she'd value open communication and mutual understanding. If you ever hear this phrase, take it as a signal to set boundaries fast. Let her know that love isn't a bargaining chip or a test. And if she continues to use manipulation as a tool, it's time to walk away. A healthy relationship is about two people choosing each other every day, not one person constantly trying to convince the other. Remember, you deserve someone who loves you for who you are, not for what you can be guilted into doing. Closing scene. Gentlemen, walking away isn't about being cruel. It's about protecting your peace and recognizing your worth. These phrases aren't just words, they're insights into how someone sees you and the relationship. Ignoring them only leads to frustration, heartbreak, and wasted time. Remember, a high-value man knows when to stay and when to walk away. So, the next time you hear one of these red flags, don't hesitate. Respect yourself enough to leave. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.